Hello and welcome to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. This message is timeless, yet it's being recorded for you on November 22nd, 2020. So whenever you find it, its message has been divinely designed to reach you at that perfect time. So I'm just sending out my personal notifications system to all those who have requested those notifications. And we'll begin. Okay, so here we go. Love, I get so lost sometimes. Days pass and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever way I go, I come back to the place you are. All my instincts, they return, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, they like the heat in your eyes. I am complete in your eyes. I see the doorway to 1,000 churches. In your eyes, the resolution of all the fruitless searches. In your eyes, I see the light and the heat in your eyes. Oh, I want to be that complete. I want to touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes. Love, I don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted in this moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired of working so hard for our survival. I look to the time with you to keep me awake and alive, so. And all my instincts return, and the grand facade soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, the light, the heat in your eyes. I am complete in your eyes. I see the doorway to 1,000 churches. In your eyes, the resolution of the fruitless searches. In your eyes, I see the light and heat in your eyes. Oh, I want to be that complete. I want to touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes, in your eyes. Now, this song has a completely different melody, and I don't know it. So Spirit said, just sing it the best way you can. Let it come out from you naturally. So that's what we've done. The song is from Peter Gabriel, and it's in your eyes. And when I got up this morning, as I was getting myself together, I just kept hearing that part in your eyes. The only part of the melody that I can remember is what I kept hearing. And so we did the best we could with it. And so our words of clarity today are coming out. And that song was talking about in yours is what you see in someone else's eyes or what they're seeing in your eyes. And I feel like it's what Source is seeing in our eyes. There are a lot of traditions that talk about, or is there a lot of traditions that talk about it? Anyways, in at least one tradition, they talk about, God being able to express itself through many different facets by your existence. And the idea that we are all one, but yet we are all different facets of that all that is. So each of us is an individual expression of that what God is. So it's giving me the idea that through our eyes, Source sees the human experience, okay? And in your eyes, giving the idea of this is your role, your place to fulfill within that expression And how are you seeing things in your eyes? That question is coming out as well. So we've got a lot of cards pulled out for us today. The bottom of the words of clarity is authority. To what are you giving your authority? Have you claimed your authority? Okay. And I have all three of these cards here. They're saying that they have laid themselves in perfect order. I was asking spiritually, okay, which one came out first? I really wasn't looking. I was busy reading lyrics, and they're like, they're laid out in the perfect position. So in the place of love today, we have the word relate. How are you relating? As you relate to others, the love within you is highlighted. The lack of love within you is highlighted. And they're reflecting to me a conversation I had this morning. One of my beautiful associates was talking about different individuals in her work environment that offer her hate vibrations. And our response to her was one of what is to be talked about here. Remember that hate is just an extreme love. They hate you because they want to be like you. They see something in you that calls out a dissonance within themselves, and that's why they express in hate. So how do you relate? And when you feel the hate, are you seeing what that is highlighting within you? When you sit in the energy of hate, it's a good idea to then ask, which is our place of peace today, is ask. Ask a question about that hate that is being vibrated within your energy field, because you can point that finger externally and give your power away as long as you like to. However, in doing so, you'll continue to give your power away to an external force. Rather, you can ask, well, how can I be at peace in this? Why is there hate, and how can I bring peace into this place? Where is it in me that hate is existing in this situation that I see? And how can I transmute this energy? So as you're relating in love, into a place where, oh, I hate that you do this. Oh, I hate that you fill in the blank, you know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you thanked your water? Oh. So delicious. So we want to ask questions. Remember, when you decide what it is and you put a period on it, you're closing down the energy with your divine nature. You have the power to decide what it is. And you have the power also, likewise, to decide what it is not. Putting a period on it, thank you, thank you, thank you. I heard that. Putting a period on it closes the energy down and doesn't allow for it to move or flow. You make a decision, it is this. There it is again. I've been fine all morning. Now all of a sudden it's hitting. And so when you put a question on it, you can open that energy up, which is what we're being invited to do. Anywhere where you're not in the energy of peace about a situation, about a relationship, about whatever is happening in your world, whether that's personal or external, you can ask a question to help you find the peace with that situation, to transmute that energy, because you're the one holding it. It is yours. And if you make the decision on what it has to be and what it is, it must follow your own proclamation. You're proclaiming what it is. You're making that decision. Excuse me. Now, so they're encouraging us to ask for peace with any situation that does not feel peaceful. Ask for understanding. Ask for clarity. Ask for the transmuting of the energies. In the place of happiness, this is utilize your happiness. It's a tool. It's a tool in your tool belt. And somebody says, but Melinda, I'm having a hard time finding happiness today because the situation here that I'm looking at, it looks crappy. Okay, first off, you've put a period on it. And you're not focusing on the fact that it's teaching you something. It's trying to show you something. The dissonance within you is a dissonance between you and the higher version of you, or the divine mind, or your higher self, or what spirit knows to be true. And that's that dissonance to the experience. It's like, I don't like this. This is crap. Okay, well, go ahead. Put another period on that. Close the energy down some more. Or ask the question and utilize the tool of happiness. So you can't be happy. Well, plant a smile on your face. Let it be fake if you must. Because you know what? The funny thing that happens, scientifically proven, if you plant a smile on your face, eventually what'll happen is that smile planted on your face will induce a serotonin release within your brain, because it's taking the cue from your physical experience We're happy. Okay, well, let's release serotonin, because when we're happy, we release serotonin, which is your natural happy juice, okay? So before moving forward, I want to say, hey, Agape L'Amour, welcome to the show. Thank you for being the first one and sending in your donation of $5.55. So thankful and grateful. I see Kat commenting. I see Sherry. I see Lynn. I see Elo. I don't know what has hit my nostril, but it hit right now as I record the show. So here we go. Play school flashcards. Today we have the tree. The ancestors are here. Don't you see? They're blessing you. They're guiding us. Yeah, this might continue. Savior bless you. I'm blessed. Trust and believe. I'm just saying. Today's a great day to go hug a tree, touch a tree, get out in nature, breathe some air. Maybe you'll end up sneezing like me. Maybe you won't, and that'll be great. But the milk at the bottom of the deck is talking about nourishment. Now, milk is nourishing. First off, I'm hearing it fortifies and builds up your bones. With calcium in it, it strengthens your bones. What are your bones? It's your structural system. So what I'm getting, they're showing me now, if you take a jar and you fill it with rocks, and then you pour sand in it, the sand will seep around all the rocks. So I hear you've got a lot of meat and potatoes in your plate lately. You may have learned a lot of big things, important spiritual things, truths, new lessons, whatever they are. So what's happening at this point in time, what they're showing me is filling in the empty crevices with sand, not literally, but spiritually, by nourishing with the simple basics. So there's an urge today to go back to the natural, simple basics. Go back to the natural, simple basics. What is it? It's love. Relate to love. Ask for peace. Utilize your happiness. Use your basics. Your basics are love, peace, and happiness. Use your basics to fortify, to strengthen your structure. So now is a good time to bring those basics back in. Where are you seeing those basics? They're saying give good attention to where you're seeing love, peace, and happiness around you. In a conversation yesterday, I was so delighted to hear my friend say, yeah, I've been noticing people be more kind to one another. He says, I saw somebody whose car was broke down, and all of a sudden, all these people came from like nowhere, and they helped them move their car out of the street. And then he observed on his way to meet with me that somebody's car began to roll from its parked position, and somebody opened the door and jumped in and stopped the car. And out from the store came a woman saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was not the person's car that jumped in and stopped it. So there's kindness and generosity. And the cars are giving me within the physical vessel, because, we talk about cars. We talk about getting behind the wheel and driving the vehicle of your life. So interesting. In one experience that I'm relating about now, one vehicle was broke down, and a team of strangers came in to help push that vehicle to a safe place. So that's interesting. That's saying somewhere there's a vehicle, a vessel, a human broke down, but there's a team, a supportive team coming in to take them to a safe place so that a repair can be done, right? So that what needs to happen then can then be able to be provided. The services, the tow, the mechanics, whatever needs to happen will be provided, because there are bystanders who are not necessarily immediately involved in the situation, but they're coming in to offer the assistance so that success so that success is allowable, so that success is accessible. Thank you is the word. In the other situation, it was a vehicle and it was running away. It had no driver. So we're talking about a runaway. We're talking about a person. Maybe they've literally physically run away. Maybe their spirit is running away from them. Maybe they're feeling overwhelmed emotionally or spiritually, and somebody else jumped in to help. So that one is saying, hey, I feel like those are the ancestors. I feel like that is spirit energy. Just when you feel like everything is getting away from you with this physical vessel, maybe it's health concerns for somebody, right? Feeling like everything is getting away, all of a sudden, in comes some spiritual support. So it's interesting because while these experiences were being related to me, I kind of got the sense of this energy, but I didn't even have this discussion with that person. This is the first of that discussion. Okay. So going back to the simple basics of nourishment, and milk is not a steak and potatoes, honey. A baby, an infant, cannot process steak and potatoes. So what I'm getting is, while there is this restructuring going on spiritually with the different individuals in our environment, it's so important that we provide the simple basics: love, peace, happiness, acceptance, conscious awareness. So some of you are dealing with ones, or in your experience, you have different ones, friends, loved ones, strangers, who are in this process of ascension, and they need the basics, the basic nourishment. Well, you have that. And for those of you who are going through this experience, because I hear some of you are actually the ones going through the experience, that your ancestors, angels, and guides are there to step in, and they will jump in and help fortify you in this situation. Okay. Also, I spoke to my friend Bubba yesterday, and it's interesting because we were talking very much about frequency, as we usually do, and we're talking about this ascension energy. And one of the things that he's advising that he has received is 111 hertz. So what I've done is, below this video is a frequency generator. It's a free website. We encourage all of you, wherever you're at, your office, your home, your car, if you listen to things, if you ain't listening to nothing else on your car, to just play this. It doesn't have to be entirely audible. It could be not even really audible to the human ear. Just know that the volume is barely up. Play that 111 hertz. Now, what that's going to do is decalcify the pineal gland. So as my friend looked it up while I was having this conversation with Bubba, we discovered that there are videos on YouTube, also meditation videos and stuff. If you like the background sounds, not just the frequency, the website that is listed below is going to give you pure frequency. It doesn't have to be necessarily audible to the human ear. Just know that the volume is barely up and let that play. So as he looked it up, he found that it was a divine frequency. It was a divine healing. Okay. So it's a very holy frequency. And then I think about the numbers 1, okay, and 3 of them. 111, as it's 111 hertz. Okay. And all this information, basics of this information, is below the video in the description box. So take a minute and check that out. 1 is as above, so below. It is addressing issues of the self, right? And it is your pure power, your pure force, pure energy. And 3 of them together, 3 is about Vesica Pisces energy, is creative energy. So this is energy through frequency that's allowing us to embrace our divine connection in a very self-motivated and self-empowering way. And of course, and what Bubba's saying is this is a decalcifier for the pineal gland. If you don't know what pineal gland calcification is, do some research. It's very essential. Now, we talked about, day before yesterday, we talked about somebody falling on their face. And so I was able to witness that. Thankfully enough, it was pretty comical on our end. But also, while I was talking about that, it happened to one of the viewers who happened to be live. She's not somebody whose name I really recognize. I want to say her name was Lisa. Whoever it was, I hope you're watching this, and I apologize for forgetting your name. However, the fall is very much being highlighted, and it's pointing me back with this new awareness of this 111 hertz frequency that I received from speaking with Bubba yesterday. To if y'all remember, a couple years ago, I was at a rooftop pool party and I fainted and hit my head really hard on the ground. I was sore for a while, and we talked about how that hit to the head, what I heard was to knock off the calcification of the pineal gland. So it appears that energy is being more all-pervasive right now. And we have been entrusted, allowed the opportunity, given the opportunity to use sound frequency to help aid this process for our brothers and sisters of humanity. So maybe you leave your house and you leave your laptop playing this frequency. Or maybe you're in the office and you have an extra window open on your computer that plays this frequency, right? Or maybe you're driving and rather than listening to music, you allow this frequency to play. So the thing about frequency is if you think about a dog whistle, it's inaudible to the human ears, right? So as long as it's playing, it is working. It's time for the grand awakening. It's time for humans to embrace our consciousness. And we have confirmation in the cards with the world coming out of the major arcana deck and the sun at the bottom of the deck today. Consciousness hitting the world. It's real. It's happening. It is happening now. We are part of that force. Now, I pulled from our download from the download deck, and the download that came out today is one of the older ones that I got. Now, I was barely coming into my awakening at this time, my conscious awakening, and it's drama free is the way to be. And so now I'm hearing Bubba's words again. He says, you know, as this consciousness is happening, as the pineal gland is being decalcified, and some are resistant to it still, you may encounter certain ones that will have nasty things to say to you. But drama-free is the way to be. That's appropriate response. That's the best response for all parties involved. And it's an important time to just say thank you and move about your day. Don't take the energy with you. Don't fight the energy. Don't resist the energy. There's no need to defend yourself. We are all mirroring to one another. We are mirror reflections to one another. So when they're giving you attitude, when they're giving you difficult experience, remember that. How are you relating to them in love, peace, and happiness? Okay? And drama-free is the way to be. When somebody is looking at you and they have ugly things to say, you have actually highlighted within them a trait, an ability, a skill, a light within you that is making them aware of the light that could be shining within them, that they are at that moment choosing not to shine. So drama-free is the way to be. As we've talked about before, people are either coming into their consciousness or they're spiraling out of control. It's one or the other right now. Either they're honoring the call of their soul to raise their vibration and raise their consciousness and move into the energies of love, peace, and happiness, or they're spiraling out of control. And, you know, they're out there in the world, and you're not going to just stay in your private house all the time. You're going to go to the grocery store. You're going to go to work. You're going to go to the gas station. You might go to the park or the gym or wherever you go. But in your goings, when you have these interactions with ones who are spiraling out of control, and they've got rage and they've got anger and they've got ridicule and they've got harsh words to say to you, and they want to blame you for it, you just tell them thank you and move about your way. Don't take that energy with you. And remember that it has absolutely nothing to do with you other than you're a perfect mirror for them to see themselves clearly through, right? Do you think the mirror gets pissed off when you go up to it with smudgy face? I don't think so. I really don't think. The mirror does not care, remember? And you are the mirror. And I hear, and when's the last time you heard a mirror go off on somebody because of their dirty face? No, the mirror just provides the awareness of the dirty face, okay? So be the mirror. Now, I was shown, as I was prepping for the show today, the Work Your Light Oracle cards. And so today what we pulled is the Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. This is the energy that we are being asked to embrace at this time, okay? And it is Sisterhood of the Rose. And so it's funny because the person who was giving me these experiences about the car kept saying, I smell rose. I smell rose. Now, we took from the waitress, she had to let us smell her shirt, or no, yeah, her sweater. She had a sweater, her jacket. That's what it was, her jacket. She's like, I just sprayed this perfume. My boyfriend just got this perfume. And he's like, no, that's not it. It smells beautiful, but that's not it. He's like, you smell like rose. I smell rose. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't wear any perfume today. And he's like, I'm like, look, smell me. And he's like, no, it's not. Okay, so spiritually, he was smelling rose in the time. Okay, and rose, the ever unfolding rose is what I'm getting. Okay, so this rose is something that's unfolding, and it starts as a bud. So, okay, and rose is giving me the idea, again, of the consciousness unfolding. Okay, so as this consciousness is unfolding, it's going to become more fragrant. It's going to become more sensible. Somebody is watching this and they're having this increased clair experience where they're smelling. They're able to smell. In their clairvoyance experience, they're sensing smell. You're sensing smells, okay? So the clairs are being awakened within many, I hear. And some of them are embracing it. A lot of them are embracing it with fear, through the filter of fear, okay? But all of this is an awakening of the priestess, the mystic, the teacher within us, okay? So if you're having your supernatural, paranormal activities pick up through knowing things that it doesn't make sense while you're knowing, seeing spirit, seeing ghosts, seeing energy, or hearing voices that have no bodies to attach to, excuse me, or smelling scents that are attached to nothing physical. This is letting you know that you're right in tune with the current energies and your consciousness is raising. As if you're having random headaches and I'm hearing sinus issues. After that fall, I had a lot of sinus drainage, and it was shown to me then. And every once in a while, it'll kick up a little bit again. And it's shown to me every time through the intuitive eye that it is the way that the calcification is being removed from the physical body. Okay? The headache is that new synapses are being connected. You're using your brain power in new ways. And as that pineal gland is exercised and awakened to a greater strength than it's ever been, it's just like when you have I don't know who goes to the gym. Somebody be in that gym. But it's just like when you have a great day at the gym and you shred your muscles. You know, the muscles grow as they're shred. Literally, you're ripping the fibers of the muscles. And this causes growth. As they heal, they grow back together. So this is what's happening with the pineal gland. Okay, so you may be having headaches. You may be having body aches as your DNA is upgrading and your physical body is being put into a new energy, both genetically and spiritually. You can be feeling these things. And the final thing they want to talk about with this priestess, mystic, teacher, embracing, awakening happening is that you need to honor your thirst, whether that's for water, for sleep, for sugars, for foods, whatever it is. Allow it and honor it. Your body is going to tell you what it needs to heal. And so honor these cravings is what I'm getting. And before we go into the experience with the cards, we want to remind you that we are preparing a beautiful 3-day spiritual experience here, a gathering for the Love, Peace, and Happiness Retreat 2021, May 6th through 8th in Las Vegas, Nevada. So go to the website that's listed below this video in the description box to view information from the previous retreat experiences. This year is not going to be identical to any other year, but it is going to give you an idea of the experience and how it has been in the past. But it's a constantly evolving experience, very interactive. Everybody gets one-on-one attention, and it is basically 3 days of conscious awareness, spiritual growth, and fun. This very uplifting and empowering for each and every one. So that will be May 6th through 8th in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so stay tuned for more information of that. But begin to prepare your energy and possibly your finances to be able to attend here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and join us, okay? Because I've heard that there will be a physical gathering this coming 2021. We will not be canceling anything. It will go through. It will go through. It will go through, and it will be here with me and you. So prepare yourself now. Prepare yourself now. Begin preparing yourself now, okay? And see yourself here with the small group of us in a beautiful, comfortable environment, enjoying the spiritual meal. So let's look at this experience that's coming out for today. We have the 8 of Pentacles, productivity, the Lord of Prudence. Excuse me. In the 8 of Pentacles, you've learned how to do something. Thank you. And you keep doing it over and over again because it works. So this is an energy that something is working. What you are doing is working. Keep doing it. Yeah, it's going to continue, guys. It's not going to stop. What you are doing is working. Keep doing it. And this is in regards to spirit, because they specifically said it's Sunday. We're going to do spiritual messages for the soul for Sunday today. I'm like, okay, fine. So this is what we're doing. So this is all about spiritual energy today. Crossing, which is the opportunity, is the 5 of Wands in reverse. This 5 of Wands in reverse is giving me drama-free is the way to be. Don't fight. Don't resist. Do not accept external challenge. In other words, don't go into the fight. Don't go into the struggle. I feel like, as we talked about external ones and their struggles, and then bringing it to us, and our decision to say thank you and walk away rather than to engage, it is diffusing the situation. And now they're showing me the scripture in the Bible, something about being nice or loving your enemies is like placing hot coals upon their head. It's going to burn them up. It will burn them up. And you're saying a thank you to them in that experience. Their soul hears that and their soul responds to that. And so what's happening is there's a process going on within them, creating awareness of where they're at and what they're doing. Now, somebody wants to know, and today we're using the Hermetic Tarot to express the message. So 5 of Wands in reverse. Somebody is, okay. So there's somebody out there who is getting ready to listen. And you need to know this. What we have already talked about in not engaging in battle, not resisting, and just allowing it to be what it is and moving through the experience is very important, because I feel like there's ones who are coming up on a major karmic clearing. Major karmic clearing. And so I feel an energy of blow up. And I feel like this is something macro scale. So this is something I feel that is affecting all humanity at this time, where you're going to see a lot of blow ups out there. Now, I don't feel like I feel like these are more emotional or spiritual. I do feel that. Let me see what else is going on. Let's pull the rest of these cards. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords upright. We have the 5 of Swords upright. We have the Knight of Swords upright. Let's stop there right here. Okay. So, yes, anywhere where there are unlearned lessons that life has been having in front of ones, and now they're showing me a conversation I had this morning where a gentleman I know, I hadn't seen him for years, he says, yeah, the people out there, they're either, he basically just confirmed what I've already said too from his experiences, that they're losing their mind. Están haciendo locuras. Because they are fighting what their spiritual authority is teaching them. Okay. Now, I also see somebody that your approach of thank you is an unconventional approach to embracing what is in order to transmute the energy. You can't transmute an energy if you're not aware of what it is. Okay. 8 of Swords in the past position, a stuckness, feeling stuck, but also a gestational period for development. So there's been a period for you, and we have mirroring here going on for sure, because we have 2 8s and we have 2 5s. So angel numbers 88 and 55, and 88, 55 are definitely on the table. But there is a gestational period in which you've kind of been keeping your energy together, because it's time to put all those skills to work. Keeping your energy reserved to yourself, sitting with your own thoughts, sitting in your own energy, focusing within, I feel. And then also to go ahead and face the karmic. I hear karmic contracts that we have to do for some of us. This is about karmic contracts that must be fulfilled. And the 5 of Wands reverse is about making peace. I hear making peace. It's reflecting back to the 4 of Wands energy, and it's about making peace and healing. It's about making peace and healing over struggles, battles, and conflicts. So somebody is going to be addressing some previous battles that they had in order to make peace. I don't feel that this is all going to be done with other people. And I'm hearing, don't worry, it doesn't mean you're going to have any problems coming up. It's not saying that. But I feel like this is being observant of it, and maybe even a moment. It's like they're giving me the energy of extras in a movie. So, you know, the extras in a movie, like, they don't get a lot of credit. They might have a one line, or they might just walk through, right? So I feel like for a lot of you, you could be walking upon experiences where you're observing blow-ups happening, and even in your observation of it, it's important to, again, give that thank you energy. And if you haven't learned Ho'oponopono, look up Ho'oponopono and utilize that Ho'oponopono, which is thank you, I love you, please forgive me, I forgive you, I'm sorry. And maybe that's not in the right order, okay? So it's a Hawaiian traditional thing that they do for soul healing. Now, upcoming energy, we have the Five of Swords. It's called the Lord of Defeat. So in this Five of Swords, it's like there's a separation. I feel like the chasm, and they're giving me that word chasm, is going to get even wider in relation to whether you're embracing your calling of your soul or fighting it and resisting it. And I do feel a separation of these energies. I feel like those who are sitting in that conflict energy are being gathered together so that they can continue to be perfect mirrors to one another. So that's interesting. The Knight of Swords coming out above. This Knight of Swords, he's called the Lord of Winds and Breezes, and he's got his sword in his hand. He's ready to face any challenge that comes his way. But he's got wings on his back, so he can fly. He moves very quickly. So this is about quick change coming in. This card for me has always represented quick change happening, things happening quickly and swiftly. So I feel like very swiftly, very soon here, we're going to see a huge change. And I feel like we're going to be observing a lot of these things going on where we can see people's energy and how they're responding to situations. And I do feel that it's going to be a lot easier for us to, drama-free is the way to be. I feel like it's going to be a lot easier for us standing steady and tall like the tree, not becoming involved in every little tiff and argument and experience that presents itself in front of us, but to be bystanders and be observers and to help transmute these energies through love, peace, and happiness. And thank you. I love you. Like they might not be anybody that you know, but they, that the energy of thankfulness and love and peace and happiness being put in there is helping to transmute these energies. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to tell these people. It doesn't mean you have to engage at all. It's a spiritual work that we're doing. Remember, we said if they stop listening with their physical ears, stop talking to their physical ears, speak to their spirit. So I see you standing off to the side, watching something go on, and you're speaking to their spirits. And they're saying, practice this, because in your practicing of it, you'll be more observant of it. You'll see the effects of it. Practice this. Don't speak to their physical ears, speak to their spirit. The spirit has more willingness to accept it and not to resist it than the physical ears anyways. Okay, you're approaching this Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, Lord of Despair and Cruelty. Well, if you're sitting in the traditional meaning of the Nine of Swords, then that would mean sitting in fear and worry and anxiety. And we're saying worrying is praying for what you don't want. So stop doing that. But I don't feel that traditional meaning of this. Now, what they're giving me for you today is the energy that we downloaded probably about 4 or 5 years ago. As I was learning cards, this card used to confound me. I did not like its imagery, and I did not understand its meaning. But what Spirit gave me was it's a period of aligning your thoughts. Okay? So there's sun here, but it's blackened in this image. Now, these cards are black and white, mind you, but look at all the ideas in front of it that are blocking. So it's like there's something blocking consciousness. And in the traditional Rider-Waite version, there is the person who's in their bed, and they are sitting up, and there's all these swords hung up on the wall. And they're hung up perfectly and in order. And so what we downloaded about the meaning of this that Source wanted me to be aware of in particular is that it is a chance to align your thoughts in the privacy of your own sacred space. A bedroom is your own sacred space. Aligning your own thoughts, getting your own thoughts together. Now, I've pulled this card out of the Giant Rider-Waite so you could see it. So there's different images here. Okay. Now, it's interesting because there's all these swords in this Nine of Swords, they are disheveled. They are not straight. These swords will be horrible for battle. In this imagery, it says this is the energy here of not being prepared for battle, because being in your own headspace, fear, I feel fear here. But they're also telling me that this imagery applies, and the meaning that I was given personally applies, which is about aligning. On one perspective, you could say that this person is up late at night, can't sleep. Maybe they're in worry and anxiety. On another perspective, this person could be praying. And those swords are not disheveled. Even in the traditional Eight of Swords energy, this one shows very nicely different ideas, different swords, different thoughts, all crossing each other. But in this imagery, they are all aligned. So there's an idea of getting your thoughts in alignment, because it's on the verge of a major breakthrough. So I also feel for each of us individually, anywhere where we haven't addressed, somewhere where we have a conflicting energy within ourselves between our ideas and our actions, and where our ideas are affecting our physical world, we're in a space of confronting any negative opinions we have there, addressing any unaddressed life lessons to get our thoughts in alignment so we can better harmonize. So that's how it could be affecting us, and that's also what we could be seeing externally. And speaking in the external environment, this just confirms everything I'm saying. It's a strength card called Fortitude in this deck, the Daughter of the Flaming Sword, and it is in reverse. And it's giving me exact opposite meaning word-wise today. So the opposite of strength would be weakness. Okay? So there's some ones who you could be observing who are feeling a certain level of weakness as they're looking at, again, at the mirror. We're talking about the mirror. At the mirror, that is an opportunity. Now we have 8 energy here. So 8's about power and momentum and things happening and experiences and things moving and movement happening, right? So all this weakness is coming together to get these people to move out of a stuck position. Go ahead and, yeah, you got to go through the conflict to get to this resolution. But as long as you say so, this is like what they're showing me. Is somebody who's cowering over there in the corner because they don't want to deal with walking in front of all these people that's in front of them, because they don't want to be seen. Maybe these people are mean. Maybe they're going to say some mean things, right? Because the truth could hurt. So maybe there's some truths that ones don't want to be seen. But you're not going to get to the opportunity to be strong until you go through that, until you see those ugly truths. And so life is giving us the opportunity now to see where our weaknesses are, or at least those around us, because this is the environment. There's an environment of weakness. So you're being asked to use your mental agility and your mental strength, your spiritual IQ, your emotional IQ, spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence, and not only just intellectual intelligence, right? But mainly your spiritual intelligence, to guide you through this period where ones around there are feeling weak. Ones around you, they're feeling weak. Innermost hopes and fears is the High Priestess. So in your innermost hopes and fears body, with the High Priestess showing up, you're hoping for direct guidance from Spirit through this experience. You're looking for the divine mind on how to address any negativity that's coming up within you. And you're wanting to sit in the energy of spiritual power and divine connection as you're dealing with coping with any experiences from the external world that are showing you their weakness, where people are trying to control things that they can't, and this is making an energy of chaos, a confusion, of weakness coming up. Okay. And you're trusting in your divine connection to guide you through it, and that you're saying, it's like you have this inner knowing these things are happening quick and they're happening fast, and I feel like the energy of this is going to be happening on a mass scale on earth, and it's coming in quickly. Okay, outcome energy that we're being shown today is the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, this is all happening to create wholeness. The 10 of Pentacles is legacy energy. It's wholeness and completeness in the physical 3D form. So this is about creating a completion, a unity, a wholeness within each individual, within our society. But the only way to get there is to go through this challenge, this conflict, and resolve these issues to come into alignment with that wholeness. It's the opportunity that's coming our way. I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Tower in reverse. The Tower is already fallen. What's fallen is not coming back. And they're giving me the energy of the ego strike, of the decalcification of the pineal gland that we talked about, of the raising of consciousness through loss. And what they say, you don't know a good thing until it's gone. Is that what they say? How's that saying go? I want to get some clarity on why is this Hierophant here in reverse, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups upright, which is like double Five of Cups energy, and the Two of Wands in reverse. There's no choice. This is a new beginning. You can't go back to the way things were. There is no going back to what was. The old order has died. This is the establishment of a new way on earth. Okay, and it's unfolding, and there's no going back to the old way. So once this consciousness hits, you can't, and people will not be able to pretend like they really believe that things are the way they were, the way they did during the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. This new consciousness is about to take root so hard that there will be no denying what is, and there's no return to the past. We're at a dawn of the age of Aquarius. You are all very important and empowered members and energies that are required and necessary parts of this evolution for human society for all time to come. And there's no returning to the way things used to be. It's done. It's done. It's already done. We have the Five of Swords in the unfolding energy. I want to see what is that. The Queen of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. So this is saying, look, anywhere where there's a decision that they want, that change is desired, there is all the support for it, and that is changing the Wheel of Fortune. Love is coming in, abundance is coming in, nourishment is coming in. Where the mind is being changed through the decalcification of the pineal is creating physical changes. And it's like being with the Queen of Swords is more receptive mentality of being more receptive of these new energies, knowing that the past is over and the future is fertile is what I'm hearing. Why is this Five of Wands reverse in the opportunity? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups upright, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles in reverse, extreme loss, yes. So this is it. This experience is unfolding to go into a new era of prosperity, wealth, fertility, and abundance, creating change in our physical world because there's been extreme loss, but this extreme loss is an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to embrace the spiritual self of self-love and continue moving forward and set a firm foundation. The Knight of Pentacles today giving me firm foundation. And it's also that this is providing, it's like as you're doing this energy of change and facing this challenge, it's changing what you're getting in your 3D experience. So this is people that come around and they're giving you opportunity to stand your ground, stand in your energy, okay? And it's a gift when you do. It is a powerful gift that changes things. What are we being freed from with the Eight of Swords in the past? We have 10 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Swords upright, bonus card, 6 of Wands, and the Princess of Cups in reverse. So what we're being freed from is, first off, I get it coming out between this position and this position. Codependent connections, imbalanced relationships, letting go of pains from hurt, where somebody hurt your feelings, they broke your heart, all that stuff, and letting go of pride, letting go of pride and ego, letting go of pride and ego. In childish emotional responses. I'm hearing childish emotional responses. Why is this Knight of Swords here and what God wants us to know in the heavens? We have the King of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Okay? And the Knight of Swords is here. So this is confronting negativity, emotional immaturity, mental immaturity, causing for things not to go anywhere, right? But because as you're able to see what's not going anywhere, it's interesting because it all turns into the Lord of material happiness, which is the Nine of Cups. That's a wish fulfillment card. I feel like anywhere where you're being slowed down, held back, anywhere where love or plans aren't moving forward, it's actually a delay that is going to quickly turn into exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. There's a strong energy of Cancer here with that Chariot and the King of Cups in reverse, in Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy with these Knight of Swords and the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, Nine of Cups. So I'm also hearing one of the best way. Okay, thank you. They're showing me that the best way to deal with this negative energy is to remember not to put the feelings out. Don't act from feeling. Don't say things. It's what we said earlier. If you really want to be successful in this, work through spirit. Stop talking to their physical ears. Talk to their spiritual ears. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're really wanting. All right. So I hope I trust that this message has served you well. Thank you. I trust that this message has served you well. As Love Source God definitely let me know that it was going to be a very spiritual message. If you're in tune with this energy, we're thankful and grateful that you're here. Love to hear your feedback on how you found resonance. Sometimes I got to tell you, when I'm channeling these messages, it feels like I'm talking everywhere. So I like to know if this flowed for you as you were listening, if it made sense from beginning to end to you. If the message harmonized for you, remembering that drama-free is the way to be. Let me check my phone and see what we have. First, I see we got 588 from Wanda. I saw that we have 555 from Agape. So let's go ahead and pull cards for Agape. I want to use this Work Your Light Oracle that was given to me for all of you for today. That's what I'm being guided to do. Let's smoke bath it right quick. There we go. Calling in angels, ancestors, and guides for Agape L'Amour weddings. Agape L'Amour weddings. Let's discuss. What is the perfect message for Agape L'Amour? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the perfect? And there it is. It says, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? The bottom of the deck is the keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And I almost said the word angels. So angels, ancestors, and guides stand beside you. The keepers of the earth are with you. What is your soul calling you to do? Answer the call. Let me see. Let's get a hint about this calling for Agape L'Amour, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clarify this. Answer the call for Agape L'Amour. What is a call? Okay. The Hangman in reverse. Okay, the Hangman in reverse. Take that enlightenment and move forward. The Hangman upright is about, okay, and the Four of Swords is in reverse. Now's the time to take action. You know what you're supposed to do. You know what your purpose is. There is no room for distractions for you. You got to stop sacrificing for this and sacrificing for that. It's time for you to, oh, hi, Illfish, my cousin. Hey, thank you, bro. Okay. Hangman in reverse. Have that breakthrough energy. It's time for you to stop holding yourself up. It's time to quit the delays. The time to act is now. The time to act is now. Do what you're supposed to do. What is your life purpose? What are you actually here for? It's time to put that into work. There's no time for distractions. There's no time. No time for you to busy yourself with this or that or the other. It's a time for you to focus on your soul purpose. Your soul purpose is being highlighted. You know what your soul purpose has to do about. Yes, it's time to act. Both of these Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords upright is about rest and recuperation and healing and sit your ass down before you fall down, right? No, this is in reverse. It's you've been waiting long enough. It's time for you to get into action. The end of delays. So notice things coming together and life pushing you to go fulfill your soul purpose, because that's the energy coming through for you in this day. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your donation. Wanda, you're up next. Wanda wants to know what's best. Okay, I'm going to blow my nose again. Illfish, that's my cousin in Germany. Hey, what's up? Hilmer, so glad you're here. Okay. We have Wanda. Let's just God channeling Wanda's angels, ancestors, and guides. What is a perfect message for Wanda at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm fine. I'm healthy. All of a sudden, as I sat down to read, there was some allergy thing that hit my nostril. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to change my air filters in my AC or something like that. But Wanda, they're saying to take the one that's upright. Okay. Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. You need to speak up. What does she need to speak about? We're going to look at that. The bottom of the deck is boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Ooh. And share your voice. So you're being asked to establish boundaries for yourself, honor your needs, your wants, your desires. And I'm hearing just cut them off. If it feels better to cut them off, then cut them off. All right, so let's see. Clarify why you share your voice here for Wanda, please, and thank you. Okay, you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so yeah, you're being asked literally to block out an energy. Don't let something move forward. It's like somebody has asked you to do something you don't really want to do it. They're telling you, yeah, don't do it. Don't go there. Don't allow it. Just cut it off. Block it. The bottom of the deck is Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, you are waiting for something, and it's like, okay, what I'm getting is you are waiting for an experience. You are doing all this work on yourself. And as you're doing all this work on yourself and you're raising your vibration, and different ones are coming in and they're trying to get involved in your situation. It's like, no, thank you. Leave it alone. You wasn't there when we was down. We started at the bottom. Now we're here. And now that we're here, you're trying to get in with us. Look, you got to do the work for yourself. I can't do the work for you, honey. It don't matter how I feel about you. That's your work to do, honey. So honor your boundaries. In other words, don't lower your vibration because they need you to help raise theirs. Is the energy that I have coming through for you. Stick with me. After this reading for Sherry, I'm going to be doing a quick announcement. So stick with me, okay? I got a quick announcement opportunity. All right, so for Sherry now, thank you for your $5 donation. Let's see what we have for Sherry at this time. Let's just God channeling Sherry's angels, ancestors, and guides. Sherry's angels, ancestors, and guides, please and thank you. All right. What is a perfect message for Sherry at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, there it is. For Sherry. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Oh, Sherry, they're saying you so busy nurturing, honey. And I'm getting with the different I'm hearing with different abandonment issues, you want to make sure that above all you nurture yourself. Now you do have a mother in spirit. Now this mother in spirit is an angelic energy that loves you and protects you. So feel that, be aware of that, and pay attention to how it's showing up in your physical experience. The bottom of the deck is don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Yeah. Dimming your light to connect with others or allow others to be more hospitable towards your greatness is not advised, and it's not going to accomplish anything that you want it to accomplish. You do have a star mother. There's an angelic energy that is mothering you, but they're also asking you at the same time to be your own. If you were the child and you were the mother, one and the same, how would you nourish and love you today? So let's just God channeling Sherry's angels, ancestors, and guide. Please clarify, why is the star mother coming out for Sherry today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The star mother energy for Sherry today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Ace of Swords. Love it. Okay, so you're okay. And the Two of Cups, oh my gosh, look at this. I love this energy for you, Sherry. This is beautiful. So the Two of Cups is a card of love. It's called the Lord of Love. And then the Lord of the Root of the Powers of Air. So Ace of Swords, Star Mother. I told you, you have a star. You have an angelic energy that mothers you from spirit. They're saying, be aware of it. You're getting downloads. You're getting downloads. And what these downloads of are your worth, your value, appreciation and gratitude for who you are, who you be, how you be. Okay, so they're saying be more aware of that as that truth is coming into you to show you who and what you are, and you do well to honor that for yourself. Those are the messages that I have for you, Sherry. Love is here for you, and it is coming in spiritual connection. So this is beautiful. There is a beautiful angelic presence that surrounds you. Now, I wanted to share a special announcement. You have an opportunity. I was channeled to create this one for this channel. This one is going to be $77 for whoever wants to make it theirs. But this one is very beautiful because it was, first off, it's being channeled for spiritual clarity and also very, very healing, very, 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 very healing, but from empowering is the word we're fishing for. Empowering, yes. Give me just 1 second. I want to remember exactly what I had channeled about it. Okay. So as I was like, okay, so now you showed me what stones to use. Now we got to explain to our the owner of this bracelet what it's about. So this could be your bracelet. If this is your bracelet, you're already sensing it now, okay? If it's your bracelet, you want to send me from the information below the video, okay? The amethyst, the stone of transformation. This amethyst is here to embrace transformational energies. Crackle quartz, all these little round ones, these are crackle quartz, okay? And they're activating positivity. The rose quartz is here and here. And the rose quartz is a stone of universal love. Now we also have labradorite, and these are the stone of magic. And then we have citrine, the stone of joy and prosperity. This bracelet was channeled in order to raise vibration for yourself, for humanity, and for your overall joy and prosperity. So if you've had depression, if you've had just been in a very low vibe and not knowing how to shift that energy, this magical bracelet is here to help you embrace these energies so that you can raise your vibration, let the magic and the power flow to you and through you, right? And so these stones are here to help you in that work, that spiritual work that you're undergoing. They're saying, the stones don't do it for you, okay? What they do is they highlight as a point of focus that energy within you so that you can then have a greater pull, draw, magnetism for it. These stones are amplifiers for those energies within you, okay? So somebody owns this bracelet. You know who you are. Get in touch with me if it's yours, and I will be sending it out. And this one is $77 is what I've been told. And that's with shipping and handling, continental U.S. shipping and handling. So that was my final announcement that I had to make today. I look forward to seeing you again on the show. Thank you for all your interactions today. So surprised to see Illfish stop through. Jasmine commented, Agape Lamore, Wanda, Sherry, Elo, Lynn, Kat. So thankful and grateful to be of service to you all. Let me just check my phone before I close out to make sure we're complete. I want to make sure that I've caught everyone. Okay, and so anytime that there is a little red rectangle that says live up there, you can get involved and have this interactive experience. So until next time, sending you the energies of love and peace and happiness. Laters.